If I hold my arms straight out, it's going to get tired. It's going to start shaking, and eventually I'm going to start to tilt back to kind of help even out the balance that I'm holding out that way. So if you just kind of tilt back a little bit, you can see how much easier it is to hold this higher, because you're taking the weight just like a weight on a scale. You've got the centerpiece of the scale, and you've got two pieces over here, and you're holding weight on both sides. You've always got to figure out how to balance your weight, except our weight goes this way and this way because we can bend over to the plate. So we have to balance on four sides, which is why we draw our little quadrant, because we have our tilted back. Okay, so if we're going to try to hit a line drive over someone's face, I don't know why I always say someone's face. I don't know. Anyway, so we're trying to hit a line drive over someone's head. We would want to tilt back just a tad and stay right there. I like to think about tilting back like 27 degrees. I don't need you to get a protractor or anything, but tilt back just a little bit, and when we're hitting that line drive, it's a line drive at that angle, right? So that's what we've been working on the whole time, is creating lift, not by swinging our arms up, but by getting behind the ball and hitting a line drive, either straight up to hit a low line drive, or slightly back to hit a higher line drive. And remember, you can also move slightly forward. You look at that, ooh, look at that T right there. Let's just say I'm hitting a ball, and I cut down on it. Whatever angle I cut down, if I hit pretty much like just slightly, well, I guess if you're staring at the center of the ball and you take your rounded bat to it, it's going to hit slightly moving down, which is going to create that upward movement. So if you happen to pull forward a little bit, it's okay. You're trying to be an athlete. You're not stuck to any one certain hitting position. And if you do get stuck in that, you are not going to be able to hit all of the pitches that are available for you. Okay? Stop worrying about, if you're worried about whether it's a strike or not, don't even worry about that. It doesn't even matter. Remember, it only really matters if it's a ball or a strike if you don't swing. Okay? If you can hit a ball that's right in front of your face out of the park, then I hope you're swinging at it. It doesn't matter that this is not a called strike. The called strikes are for the people who aren't ready to hit. You know, or I guess if you have two strikes and you get fooled on one, maybe that strike's for you. Maybe that, you know, had a couple of those in my career. You get fooled a little bit, and strike three called. But if you're ready to hit, then you're ready to hit anything that comes to you. Taking the first pitch, making sure it's good, making sure your timing is there. I mean, do that stuff on the side. You only get three strikes, or you get three strikes, however you want to think about it. I thought three strikes was always enough to have a chance to hit any pitcher. They got to bring you the ball, so you got to be ready to hit it. It doesn't matter if it comes in that little imaginary strike zone, which moves all around. Let's get serious, right? And umpires are humans too. I got very frustrated with a lot of umpires in my career, both as a player and a coach. But we make mistakes just like they do. So don't even give them the chance to call a strike that's not a strike a strike. So don't even give them a chance to call a ball a strike. Get up there, have intent, and swing at the balls that you know you can hit over there. And the more you practice all balls, all of the ones, especially the ones you don't like, you're going to be a really tough out. Man, I loved stepping in the box. It's like I knew that all of the pitchers that I faced, you know, and when you're in college and in the pros, like, they know what you can do, especially after your first year in college. Nobody knows you then, right? You go surprise everybody. But then the next year, they start to try to figure you out a little bit. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's when you start overthinking, like, oh, are they going to throw me inside? Are they going to throw me outside? It doesn't matter. My best games were when I was just up there ready to hit the ball. Throw it to me so I can knock the crap out of it. Anyways, I hope that helps you as you step in the box. You know, after your workout today, set up a few balls on a tee, or even with front toss, and set up your situation. I'm going to do one for you. And I can't really run because you see I got a ditch, but I'm going to jump over the ditch and act like I was playing on a field instead of filming at a gas station here in Lake City, Florida, on our way to Ormond Beach and then Disney World. Anyway, so I'm going to be showing you how you can travel and practice when you're still on the road. So yeah, but when you're done with your workout, set up maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 balls, something real simple. If you want bases loaded, you want to knock them all in, then set them up to do that. Do the whole thing. Like, it takes time. Don't just step in and say, oh, bases loaded, boom. No, bases loaded. Put yourself in the situation. Hear the crowd. Hear everybody. Stare. Go ahead and look down at your third base coach. Get your signal. Obviously, you're probably hitting away unless you're like my dad, who liked to squeeze bunt, which I loved, with bases loaded. Man, we were so good at that. But anyways, you get your sign. Get in. You stare at your Just Dig In sticker. That is not on this pad. You know you can do it. What do you need to tell yourself to make yourself believe that you're better than you ever have been at this very moment? You don't get worse by practicing, you get better. So every time you get a chance to step in that box, you should feel more and more confident. It doesn't matter what the result is. What matters is the effort that you're putting in outside of the game to make you better in the game. You want to be great? Keep working. It's not like I've got this special softball power or baseball power, or, like any of the professional baseball players have this thing that nobody else can do. You learn at a young age how to do something, and you stick to it if you love it. So if you love this, act like you love it and put the time and effort into it, and I promise you, it will take you so many places. Softball has taken me everywhere I wanted to go. Now I can't wait to travel. I can't wait to come and actually work with you guys. You've been working hard for me, with me, for you. It's not for me, it's for you. Everything's about you, kid. It is. Once you realize that everything that you do, once you realize that everything that we are doing, including like me and your mom or your dad, your coaches, even if the things that they're telling you don't seem right, it's okay. Learn from it. If they tell you something that doesn't physically make sense, you will be smart enough to understand that that is not the way that you want to attack the ball. And don't be rude about it. If somebody's telling you, hey, I want you to stand like this, and I want you to swing down and finish just like this, then you know what? Go up there and do it, and show them, wow, look. Check out how athletic I am. Even though I know that is not how I would want to hit the ball, I could still do it. It's all about your mindset. Figure out a way to find a positive out of everything that you do, even if it doesn't make sense to you. Find a way to make it make sense. If somebody's teaching you to hit like this, and they're wanting your arms to be all short, then, I don't know, make up something in your head like, okay, I decided to swing so late that I couldn't get any rotation, so I'm going to have to figure out how to still hit this ball. Now you're better that way. Even though that's not going to be your preferred choice of attack, you've got it in your bag. Learn from everyone, good or bad. Make it a positive. You do that, you are heads and tails above 95% of kids playing ball. And I mean like all the way up. These are struggles that I had in college with the kids that I was coaching. Like trying to be perfect as opposed to understanding the journey, that each piece is making you better. A strikeout or a pop-up or a ground out, those are not things to be mad about. Those are things to learn from. As soon as you're mad about that, you lose the whole focus of the game. Focus is to score more runs than the other team. So let everything that you do on that field, in between the lines, from the first inning to the last, be about scoring more runs than the other team. Just dig in.